Hello friends, I am Sangam from Department of Library and Information Science, Karnataka University, Dharwad. Welcome to E-Pathashala, Impaired, Ahmedabad. Now I am going to talk module number 2, History and Development of Special Libraries in the World and in India. Special libraries, in the sense, they are special in every respect. Its collection developments, its processing and retrieval, its services, its patrons, its users, in everything it is having special in its own way. When you go back to the history and development of the special libraries, it is not immediately developed. It started in 19th century itself. In the 19th century, hardly there were few special libraries. Later part, specifically development of the after the development of the World War First and Second, special libraries started emerging because they catering the needs of research and development because of the industrial revolution. Most of the industries, maybe small scale industries or large scale industries, they were having their own research and development wing. Research and development wing used to support the catering the needs of their scientists, what actually research is going on. Maybe in the field of specific industry or health, hygiene, science and technology, various areas of the universe of subjects, special libraries have been developed. For developing the special libraries, associations are also played vital role. For example, American Library Association has given birth to many special libraries, and it has trained the librarian, it has helped to build up the special libraries and how to give the services and how to produce the products for the users. And even I can give two best examples. American Library Association has given birth to many special libraries and it helped for the establishment. And another example is LA, Library Association of United Kingdom. So that is also gave birth to many special libraries. So with the help of these special libraries in the world, many or even I can say thousands of special libraries have been established. When we come to India, in India also several associations have been emerged. Number one, ISLIC, Indian Association of Special Libraries. It is in Calcutta. It is also helping in all aspects of the building of the special libraries in India. In every year, they are arranging seminar, conferences, workshops, even they are training the librarians, and even they are giving the training how to build up their collections, how to process the collection, and how to give the various types of the services in the special libraries. When you think about the special libraries, this is a time we have to think what exactly the meaning and the definition of the special library. Let us see what is the meaning and definition of the special libraries. Objectives of special libraries. The main objectives of the special libraries are to provide research to doctors that helps them develop new forms of treatment, to connect attorneys to case law that can be used in litigation, to locate experts who can assist a company with new product and development, to help an architect uncover the history of a building before it is renovated. To work with legal counsel to locate reasons that a patent should not have been granted. To help organizations ensure that they do not spend time reinventing the wheel. Now let us see collection and users of special libraries. Content is the king. Special libraries often have a more specific clientele than libraries in a traditional educational or public settings and deal with more specialized kinds of information. They are developed to support the mission of their sponsoring organization, and their collections and services are more targeted and specific to the needs of their clientele. Special libraries may or may not be open to the general public. Special libraries are special in their collection, users and services. For example, a research institute's library may supply information to the scientists who lack the time to visit the library. Current awareness service and selective dissemination of information are very common to the special libraries. The listing of the special libraries in the article is not comprehensive because we can't list everything here. So just we can mention only few of them. Characteristics of special librarians. As a librarian, the librarian should have his own special characteristics. The main characteristics of special library is its physical and digital resources that will be important to its users, but it trending more towards the virtual. The ability for users to access materials virtually has led special librarians to use an increasing number of digital resources that can be accessed from any location to meet their users wherever they are. An unintended result of the ability for users to share digital resources and to use library staff physically located at other locations has been the closure of some special librarians. Organizational budget tightening led some encourage users rely on library resources housed elsewhere. Types of special libraries. There are different types of special libraries, namely corporate libraries, law libraries, medical libraries, military libraries, transportation libraries, museum libraries, archives of newspaper libraries, contact libraries, libraries for disabled readers. Corporate libraries. Corporate libraries are in the competitive environment in which global companies are operating to provide market intelligence. For example, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, GE, etc. The many IT industries established their own libraries. The libraries need to reinvent the process to achieve the highest standard of excellence in product and services. A corporate library is a collection of resources contained within a corporate entity. Corporate libraries help to organize and disseminate information throughout the organization for its own benefit. They often support areas in the company relating to finance, marketing, administration and technical specialization. Law libraries. Law libraries are designed to assist law students, attorney, judges and their law clerks and other individuals conducting legal research. Most law libraries are attached to law schools, private law firms or government courts for the use of respective institutions and their clientele, though some university libraries also maintain a dedicated legal section. Typically, the collections of law libraries are tailored to the specific legal interest and purview of the institution they are attached to. The include limited to no collections of legal material outside the designated range. Most law libraries have advanced degrees in law, library science and frequently both. However, legal reference services available to the general public are typically extremely limited due to legal restrictions on non-attorneys providing legal advice. We have Bar Association libraries, High Court and Supreme Court libraries, the libraries established by legal agency for consultancy. Now let us see medical libraries. Medical libraries, also known as hospital libraries or health libraries, are designated to support the needs of physicians, health professionals, medical researchers, medical students, patients and consumers interested in the medical field. Most medical libraries are intended to assist active medical professionals, researchers and the public interested in researching the medical science field and are attached to hospitals, medical research facilities, medical schools, similar institutions. Similar to law libraries, most medical librarians have degrees in biological or medical field instead or in addition to formal library training, and the specific nature of the medical library collection is tailored to the field or type of care that the library's institution specializes in. Some hospitals also maintain a library specifically for the entertainment and leisure of patients rather than research, education or professional development, and these libraries tend to function similarly to public libraries, though their collections may be weighted towards medically related or themed works. Now let us see what exactly military libraries you mean. Military libraries are designated to support the needs of members of a nation's armed forces and other personnel attached to the unit or base that the library is a part. The primary responsibility of military libraries are assisting military personnel with access to resources for professional development, personal education and leisure. Military libraries attached to military bases often include collections and services for families of personnel assigned to the base, and many also maintain information on the history of the base, unit assigned there and notable personnel. Other military libraries are tasked with directly supporting military operations by providing access to pertinent resources or organizing and disseminating information directly related to a military unit or organization's activities. Depending upon the specific responsibilities of the library, military libraries may be staffed by civilian libraries or military personnel with library or organizational training, or both. For example, DECIDOC, NAL, Information Resource Center, ISRO Information Center, etc., etc. There are many military libraries already existed. We can see next one, transportation libraries. Transportation libraries are established to support the study, research and dissemination of information related to transportations. They provide resources related to policy, regulations, operations and other aspects of transportation. Users of transportation libraries include engineers, city planners, contractors, builders, academic and research libraries, which are located at the federal, state and local levels of government, as well as at universities and research institutions. Major transportation libraries can be found in the USA, Canada, UK, Australia and Japan. Now let us see museum libraries. A museum is an institution that cares for a collection of artifacts and other objects of scientific, artistic, cultural or historical importance and makes them available for public viewing through exhibits that may be permanent or temporary. Museums have varying aims ranging from serving researchers and specialists to serving the general public. The continuing acceleration in the digitization of information combined with increasing capacity of digital information storage is causing the traditional model of museum, that is as static collections of three-dimensional specimens and artifacts, to expand to include virtual exhibits and high resolution images of their collection for perusal, study and exploration from any place with internet. The city with the largest number of museums is Mexico City with over 128 museums. According to the World Museum Community, there are more than 55,000 museums in 222 countries. Some of the notable museums of the world are the British Museum Library, and some of them are also existed in USA and Australia and Canada, etc. Now let us see archives of newspaper libraries. Newspaper libraries maintain collections of news articles, news related items. Archives of newspapers, magazines and other periodicals in print are for consultation in public libraries. The term also refers to an archive or a collection of newspapers, magazines and other journalistic publications of a specific type, such as document archives of public publishers. The term is also used for archives of recent web pages. Most of leading newspapers of the world is having their own library. For example, Hindu, Indian Express, Deccan Herald, Times of India, newspapers, etc. Let us look into contact libraries. Contact libraries are unique in its nature. The word contact libraries or the concept is actually Indian origin. The most of the world library scientists call by their country's name only. For example, British Council Library, American Center Libraries, like that. The different countries have their own types of the libraries and they are calling in a different forms. But in India, we are calling it in a contact libraries because we are having contact with both the countries. For example, contact libraries of British, that is a British Council Libraries, are having contact with Indian ambassadors plus governments and all the even civil and other governmental services. And the main aim of the contact libraries, they spread their documents, maybe literature, maybe scientific, science and technology, culture, and etc., etc. And they want to bridge contact between the two countries. Whatever the important aspect of their country, they want to spread in the other countries. In vice versa, they want to imbibe many of the other cultures of the different countries. Also they are exporting or import, both things will be done here in the contact libraries. For example, British Council librarian will receive all types of the queries from the President of India, Prime Ministers of India and other different departments of the government of India, and researchers and even common people and researchers, various universities. But one more thing I want to clear here, but the information what they are providing, the information which published in their country, or it may be published somewhere else, but it should be on that particular country only. Only such information they are providing. For example, USIS, American Contact Library, will give the information only about America. But the literature might be published in India, but it should be from in India only, but it should be related to America, or a sort of comparison between America and India or with other country, but America should be there. So like that, these contact libraries will be like an ambassador for in between both the countries. They will spread the knowledge, literature and even culture of their country into where actually they are serving. In the Center libraries. American Center libraries are available in Delhi, Madras, and in Bangalore. And whereas the British libraries or the British Council libraries, head office is in Delhi, regional office is in Madras, branch offices are in Bangalore, Mumbai, and in Trivandrum. So like this, they are covering entire India. They are collecting the information and providing all the information to their country. And whomsoever comes from their country, maybe an ambassador, maybe a scientist, maybe a politician, maybe a visitor, the council will receive them, they will help them in all their activities. The name contact libraries not used in USA, it is widely used in India to identify concisely the kind of literature that many countries establish in foreign countries to provide publications about their own country for the information of the people for the country. Such libraries provide contact between two countries. British Council libraries and USIS are well known in the world. The United States Information Service libraries are cultural arm of the United Information Agency. As a special libraries, they are charged with the assignment of building and understanding of the United States as a nation, its institutions, culture and ideals, a need-based basis for the greatest confidence and support that the US world role today requires. Maximum promotion those books that treat a political subject as the USIA would be normal use. Books having some relevance and concurring with or not directly support to US foreign policy. The British Council is the United Kingdom's international organization for the educational opportunities and cultural relations. The British Council creates international opportunities for the people of the UK and other countries and builds trust between them worldwide. The British Council was established in India in 1948. New Delhi is the headquarters for the British Council in India, and it will also have offices in Chennai, Kolkata and Mumbai. Councils also have libraries and cultural centers in 5 cities: Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chandigarh, Hyderabad and Pune, which are run in association with the Indian Council of Cultural Relations. Let us see visually handicapped libraries. Visually handicapped, known as vision impairment or vision loss, is a decreased ability to see to degree that causes problems not fixable by usual means, such as glasses. Some also include those who have decreased ability to see because they do not have access to glasses or contact lenses. For such libraries, we have to think about Braille. Braille Institute Library Services, the Southern California branch of the National Library Services, a network coordinated by the Library of the Congress, has solved with problems for more than 6 decades by providing pre-books, periodicals and other text in Braille and recorder formats. With the reader advices helps, choosing books is easy. Patrons select from more than 1,000 titles and 1.2 million volumes accessible from library collection. Hearing handicapped libraries. Library is a comprehensive repository of literature in various media on all aspects such as social, psychological, educational, medical, etc. Here, hearing handicapped libraries are, that is, speech impaired, speech and language disorders, non-verbal communication, sign language, communication disorders, etc. Acquisition, assimilation and dissemination of information to to individuals and organizations, institutions working in these libraries on ongoing basis is a major activity of the libraries. In information and documentation services, the effectively by Ali Ever Jung National Institute for the Hearing Handicapped, Mumbai, and its beneficiaries directly and indirectly known not only in India and throughout the world. Mentally handicapped libraries are also equally important for the mentally impaired people. So these includes creating policies and procedures that addresses these issues, training staff, connecting with other libraries, and addressing security issues if any, understanding the mentally handicapped patron is very difficult. As per their requirement, library has to build up collection special types for their requirement. Policies and procedures that addresses these issues, training staff, connecting with other libraries. Now let us look into the most important part of the module, development of special libraries. Before directly going to the development of the special libraries, I want to talk five laws of library science of Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, father of library movement in India, versus development of special libraries. Five laws of library science are: books are for use, every reader his or her book, every book its reader, save the time of the reader, library is a growing organism. These five are the fundamental laws of library and information science. As and when the resources are changing, these also can be renamed. Wherever the book is there, we can replace with the help of the document or with the help of the information. Even in the present era of electronic information age, there also we can make use of these five laws of library science, and we can say how best these can be used in the development of special libraries in the world as well as in India. See, the first law, books are for use, demands that whatever the book or document information is available in any form, it should not be just for preservation, it should be used. And second law, every book its reader, means the information which is available in the library, it should, that particular book or document information should get its own reader. And third law, every book his or her reader. So whomsoever is visiting the library, you must think about how the reader is approaching to the library, maybe with the help of the author, maybe with the help of the title, maybe with the help of the subject, or maybe in any other approaches. Accordingly, you have to build your collection, and you should be in the form of the catalog or opaque or computerized form we should make use, so that readers can directly access the information with the help of the opaque or in any other type of the indexing system which are already existed. So when you think about these five laws of library science, you have to think how actually in the present day situation, but it is a old laws which Dr. Ranganathan has given us, but still they played a vital role. And even Ranganathan's going to the extent that if you are not going to use the book or document or information, that book is going to curse you. And he is just telling to the librarian that always you have to busy and you have to be in the tow to serve the readers. That in such a way you have to build up, taking from the old age, means think about the palm leaves, manuscripts, books, document, information. In the present day, e-books, e-journals, online databases, and you can think about the net, internet, network, www, Facebook. Think about anything, whichever the information is available related to that particular special library. Librarian has to bring together reader and that particular resources. Then only the public libraries will be able to develop, and all the special libraries will be able to cater the needs of the users or readers. I can say stress here, most appropriate users will benefit with the help of the special libraries. Otherwise, if the librarian is not going to develop properly, his efforts surely wasted. Hence, the librarian has to keep in his mind 5 laws of Ranganathan philosophy, how actually we have to develop all these 5 laws of the library science, and we have to satisfy all the 5 laws of library science. Especially the last law, library is a growing organism. Library is a growing organism. Don't take it only library, you can take it as a resource center or a knowledge organization. So there are nowadays, there are many new concepts have been emerged. Whatever it may be, it is related to library only. So as we can conclude that as in the present day era also, Ranganathan 5 laws of library science are most useful from the view of development of special libraries in India and as well as in the world. And these 5 laws of library science, if librarian is going to satisfy, certainly the special libraries will grow in a better way in India and in the world.